Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Thursday night. It's 7 p.m. It's time to do a comics live stream. Normally I'm golfing on Thursday evenings, but we had a lot of rain today, so it kind of killed doing that. Um, yeah, we got some things to look at tonight. Let me share my screen here real quick. Cover price. Yeah, we could take a look at a couple things here. We got a new Hot 10 list, Hot 20 list. Day after Wednesday, I think they just dropped this as well. Let's take a look at that real quick. Got books that just dropped on Wednesday. Couple mentions, a couple books that look pretty good. Got a little anime book here, Swimsuit Special. Shantae Swimsuit Special, Life is Pi. This is a 1 in 5. Says it's currently going for $17. Got to a high of $25. That's 5 times its original cover price. So that book is being looked at right now. How about this one here? This is Feral, number 25. That is the absolute Batman number 13 homage. That's a 1 in 50 variant, by the way, ratio variant. So indication is 80 to 100 bucks for that book right now. Yeah, that's probably a tough book to find. I would imagine you're not going to find a lot of copies out there at a 1 in 50. Next one here's, oh, look at this. Action Comics number 1 homage. This is The Greatest American Hero. Homage Air. I guess there was an air with this. Let's see here. Let's read this. Oh, it was recalled due to a printing error on the cover. Fair market value, it's going for $33. A high sale of $55. Asking prices now are between $60 and $75 for that. I remember when that TV show came out back in the 70s. Was it 70s, early 80s? I think it was in the 80s, actually. Yeah, it wasn't very good. I think it only made it one season, and it got canceled. I don't know. A blonde, curly-haired, blonde, skinny white guy was the hero. Yeah, it didn't. I don't know. It was kind of interesting. I was so starving for a superhero TV show of any kind. I was watching it all the time, and I got real disappointed when it got canceled as a kid. But I look back now, I watched the episode. It's pretty cringy. It definitely was not a great quality TV show for sure. But AMP Comics decided to publish the comic book of a TV show that did terrible. But hey, who knows? Maybe the comic book will do well. Who knows? Next one on the list here is Savage Dragon 281. This is a 1970s retro cover. Selling for around 25 bucks. Yeah, I'm not a Savage Dragon fan. I think I had maybe the first issue or two when it came out back in the 90s. You know, all the Image books. I was buying most of them. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Eric Larson. I just don't think his art is that great. I don't think his writing is that good. But hey, he's got 281 issues. I don't know who's buying it, but somebody must be for him to continue to publish, unless they lose money on every issue. I don't know. I don't know what the economics of that book are, but I'm sure there's some hardcore fans of Savage Dragon. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Next one is, I think I pre-ordered this book. I should be getting this book soon. Tomorrow Girl, issue number 20. This is obviously the Supergirl Adam Hughes Homage. And that would be a nice book to have. I got the facsimile just came in the mail. I got the facsimile, and I should have this book coming as well by Ben Dunn. Yeah, it's a good cover. It's a homage. Those homage covers tend to be popular. Essentia. This is what? Essentia number 35. This is the Drax 1 in 25 variant. There's one listing on eBay asking $250. Wow, crazy. Limited print run. I mean, I guess it is a good cover. I guess if you're really trying to collect all these incentive variants, I think Wake Entertainment. Yeah, it's basically Torpedo Comics. If you go to their website. By the way, they just had a release. They released some Jim Lee variant covers from San Diego Comic-Con today. I tried to grab a couple of them, and I only got one of them. I was trying to get the Absolute Batman black and white. I ended up getting just the Superman, Absolute Superman black and white. Oh, well. They went fast, man. They were gone very, very quickly. Next one here on the list is Ghost Pepper number 13. That is the Andolfo cover, 1 in 25. Currently selling around $40. Yeah, it's a good cover. I like it. Mark Spears' book is the next one. Mark Spears' Midnight Man number 2. This is the Creeper Keeper Spot Gloss, 1 in 50. I'm definitely old enough to remember the Trapper Keepers from the 80s. I am definitely an 80s kid. If anyone from the 80s remembers the Trapper Keeper, I'm definitely one of those people that I had one probably in middle school. I'm going to say it was in middle school. I think by high school it wasn't cool to have one of those. I was considered a dork move to have a Trapper Keeper. But yeah, in middle school that was definitely a cool thing to have. You'd put stickers on it, whatever. You put all kinds of stuff on the top of the Trapper Keeper. I think Mark Spears is around my age, so yeah, that's probably why he likes doing that kind of stuff. Selling for around $72, so it's above ratio. Next one is a Patrick Gleason cover. I could tell right away. That is the Blind Bag Display Box Edition. Webhead black foil. Yeah, it is a pretty cover. I mean, that's a nice cover. I like it. I like the silver foil there in the trade dress. That's awesome. The black foil variant was exclusive to this bundle. It retailed anywhere from $100 to $150 per box. Sellers quickly opened their boxes to sell this cover by itself, and it's currently trending around $25. $25, that sounds pretty good. It's not a bad price. It's a beautiful cover. It might be a good one to buy and hold and put in your collection for the long term. Yep, everyone likes Gleason covers. Here's Fish Cat Collectibles. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, grade school. There you go. Yeah, it might have been near the end of grade school for me. 5th going into 6th. That was definitely that period of time. All right. If you looked at the Wednesday after, whatever, the Wednesday books, day after Wednesday they call it. Let's take a look at the top 20 list. I like to start from the bottom first. Number 20, Amazing Spider-Man 337. This is the Ramos San Diego Comic-Con Marvel Fanfare panel. I think these were only given out to a select number of people, so probably not too many of those out there. Maybe only a couple hundred. Going for about $80 right now. Well, the high sale of $80. Looks like common sales around $58. This is the one I kind of wish I would have been there to grab. I would have loved to have grabbed this. Midnight Universe Ashcan Preview number 1. high sale of $150. Raw right now is about 88 bucks. Yeah, I mean that's an awesome cover. If this Midnight Universe thing takes off for Marvel and becomes successful, I'm sure this Ash Can will do well. I wanted to see if there's any on eBay at the moment. Let's take a look here. There's one for $65 plus shipping. There's one for $150. Another one for $80. Another one for $150. Yeah, looks like between $70 and $100 is the kind of the con. There's about 10 listings, so it's not super rare. Yeah, $65. That sounds like the best price right now. It comes polybagged. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, if that series takes off, yeah, the San Diego Comic-Con Ash Can's probably going to be a hot book. So, of course, we don't know if it's good yet. No one's read it. It hasn't come out. We've got another month before those books are released. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're not. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. So that's number 19 on the list. Number 18 is Terminal #1. This is the Art Adams gold foil logo, signed by Art Adams and Robert Kirkman. Limited to only 1,000 copies. Yeah, it's a cool cover. I mean, Adams, who doesn't like an Art Adams cover? Raw, this is selling for about $222. Top sale at $300. I'm going to check eBay right now. Let's see what see if they have any for sale. They've got the regular cover in black and white. That was an exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con, but the Art Adams one, yeah, there's one for $160. So the price has come down a tad, maybe. There's only maybe one or two for sale. There's a David Finch cover. I only see one of those. Someone's asking $300 for that. Oh, I see another one for $200. Yeah, and there's another gold foiled one by Art Adams for $235. Yeah, I like the Art Adams cover. The 160 seems to be the cheapest. That's probably going to be your low end price for that on eBay at the moment. I don't know what they were selling them at the con for, but I would think under $100, right? I would think like $50, $60. That kind of makes sense. All right, that's number 18. Number 17, Sweet Death #1. This is the Will Jack San Diego Comic-Con, limited to only 500 copies. Selling around $100. That sounds about right. Will Jack's pretty popular. Let's see. There's one listing for $140. Yeah, he's got that Sweet Death Kickstarter. I think I signed up for a couple of those books. The Ivan Tao is the Ivan Tao one. Yeah, there's only one. I only see one copy on eBay at the moment. That's it. Just that one copy. It's interesting. Okay. $140. A little bit over this price listing here. All right, number 16, man, this is a great key book. I would love to have this a high grade in my collection. 5.0, last sale, $1,125. Raws are selling around 3.0 to 4.5, it says, in a range of about $500. Very Fine will cost you about $2,300. That was one of the last sales there. Yeah, it's first appearance of Ghost Rider. Ryan Gosling is going to be playing Ghost Rider in, I think it's the upcoming Doomsday movie, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe he's getting his own series. I can't remember which, but I know it's Ryan Gosling is being cast as Ghost Rider. So, renewed speculation on the first appearances. You'll probably Ghost Rider number 1 is probably on this list as well. I'm sure we'll be coming up to that. But yeah, first appearance. Damn. Back in the day, I remember I could have bought like a 9.4 for maybe only $3 grand. $2 or $3 grand. It was something like that. It was pretty cheap. I should have bought it. This was years ago. Yeah. Can't go wrong with First Ghost Rider. I mean, people are going to always want that book. And it's a black cover, notoriously hard to get in high grade. So, yeah, always a good one. This one I just mentioned earlier, number 15 on the list, Terminal number 1. That is the Andy Kubert gold foil logo, rather, signed by Kirkman. You can get that on eBay right now for about right around $100. So a little cheaper than what they're saying here on cover price. They're saying $132, too high of $165. It's a little lower now. You could probably get it for about $95 at the moment. So it's a little cheaper. Number 14, Special Marvel Edition number 1. This is issue 15. First appearance of what is it? Kung Fu? Master of Kung Fu. What's his name? I can't remember. I remember that movie. Let me see what that one's going for on eBay. Master of Kung Fu. Special Marvel Edition 15. Okay. Yeah, first appearance of Shang-Chi. Sorry, I couldn't think of his name. I thought that movie was okay. Had some good action scenes. Wasn't terrible compared to a lot of the Marvel movies of late. It's actually decent. Mid-grade's probably $100 to $150 book. If you're looking at high grade, there is a 9.8 on eBay for $2,500. Looks like you can get 7.0s pretty reasonable. 7.0s, like 7.5s, between $160 to $200. So that's not a bad grade. 7.5. There's a 7.0 for $175. There's a 7.5 for $215. Yeah. 8.0 for $225. Again, black cover. Man, it's tough to find a high grade copy for sure. Because the movie already came out, I don't know. Is there a lot of speculation on Shang-Chi? I don't think there's a lot. I mean, I still think it's a good book to have in the collection. Like if you want to buy a high grade copy and just have, it's still a first appearance of a major character in the MCU. You never know, could show up again in a movie. It's still a good book to have in your collection. Number 13, Absolute Wonder Woman number 20, Ji-Hung Lee. This is the Trinity Comics Glow in the Dark. Man, I don't like these glow in the dark books. because normally they just look like it just looks like a blank white cover. It doesn't show this until you obviously turn the lights off. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the glow in the dark covers, to be honest. I could easily grab this from Trinity. I buy a lot of books from Trinity. I passed on it. I just don't like it. I don't really care for glow in the dark books, especially when I can't really see the cover. The cover's like a white blank cover. Yeah, I don't really care for that. So not for me, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that like that. It's selling between 70 and $100. Not bad. Now this cover I do like. I do own this one. This is Something is Killing the Children. This is the 10th print, the 10th printing. This is the glow in the dark virgin variant. Now this one versus the other one, this one you can see. Like, I think the only thing that glows is the background. So in my opinion, this is a lot better type of book, glow in the dark book to have, because you can, when it's not in the dark, you can still see the cover versus the Absolute Wonder Woman number 20. It's just a white blank cover. This Muju Monster cover is awesome. I mean, I love it. 222 print copy only. $120 book to a high of 140. Yeah, that's. I know I've got that in my collection. I probably should. Let me pull it. Let me see if I can pull it out real quick, because I think I have that one and another one. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I found two different ones here. A foil. Oh, I don't think I have the glow in the dark, actually. I think I got the other two. So I don't have the glow in the dark, it looks like. I have the foil. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got the foil variant, which that was limited. I don't remember what it was limited to, but 300 to 400 usually is their print run typically. And this is what I thought it was. This is the spot foil. Yeah, this was limited to 275 copies. So this is what I thought they were talking about, this one. So I got the foil and the spot foil. They're both awesome. I mean, they both look beautiful. Muju Monster. But I don't have the glow in the dark one, which is okay. Those are still, pretty valuable and decent books to have. But I don't have this one. I guess this one as a full, it's got like a full red background cover. So it's a little different. That one I don't have. So apparently that was a San Diego Comic Con. So basically they just reprint, they reprint a lot of these. That's all they're doing. They're just reprinting the same artwork. Number 11 is Lady Death, Cybernetic Desecration, number 1. This is the Absolute Batman homage, limited to only 300 copies. Probably a $100 book. Looks like it had a high of 190 hit, but yeah, I don't do too much Lady Death. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like you can get it for about $85 plus shipping. There's a couple listings at 85, one at 95. Yeah, just around about $100 if you add shipping and taxes. It's about a $100 book. There's a couple listings. Um, the only Lady Death book I bought, and I bought one of the Kickstarters for I have the 3 Frism covers of Lady Death. That's still one of my favorite covers. Only 90 of those were made, and man, those rarely ever come up for sale. Like, I look on eBay all the time. Once in a while, there'll be somebody asking, $2-3 grand for the set. But that's another tough book to find. That people don't sell those books; they hold them in collections. But yeah, it's a cool one. I mean, it's a cool homage. All right, number 10 on the list, Nova #1. Again, I think this is another character that's going to be featured in an upcoming MCU film. I guess it will be a full feature film, it says. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that is a good book to have. High-grade copies are very difficult to get. I think if you're looking for a high-grade copy, that could be challenging. 9.8s are definitely harder to come by. I've seen some 9.4s and 9.6s occasionally that are priced pretty well, but yeah, you're probably going to be looking at close to $1,000 now for a 9.8 on that book. Number 9 is, of course, Ghost Rider #1. Not first appearance, but the first full ongoing title with Ghost Rider. Yeah, I mean, it's not a cheap book. 9.6 went recently for $2,300. Still, $500 book in raw condition for that kind of mid to low grade. Yeah, again, black cover, tough to find in high grade. Yeah, it's an awesome cover. I love it. Great book to have in the collection. Number 8 is JLA Avengers #3. This is the Scotty Young facsimile 1 in 25. If you're a Scotty Young fan, this is definitely a book that you'll be trying to track down. Probably not the easiest one to find. $125 book right now, high sale of $150. Again, you're just not going to find that book very easily. Yeah. Again, this was a reprint, facsimile reprint, and a lot of shops are not going to order 25 copies just to qualify for this incentive. But man, if you can find it for $25 to $50, I think it's a great buy. You always will find a Scotty Young fan that will buy it from you. I've sold a lot of Scotty Young books over the years. Covers that I thought were okay, but I'm not a big Scotty Young fan, so I was happy to sell it to somebody else who is. Number 7 is, oh boy, how do you pronounce this? Chankata Ashcan. This is the Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Fair market value, about $90. There was a high sale at $125. Yeah, I mean, I love Daniel Warren Johnson. I think his art is fantastic. It's an Image new #1. It's an Ashcan. If the series takes off, I'm sure this book will go higher in price, but take a look at it. I don't know if it's worth getting or not. Number 6 is Absolute Batman #22, Jim Lee cover. I mentioned this earlier. Torpedo Comics released today at 5 p.m. a limited number of these for sale on their website. Man, I could not get the Absolute Batman 22. That was gone. It was all gone. I was able to get the Absolute Superman 21, the black and white cover. I did get that one for it's like $50, and it's selling for about $140 right now. I would have loved to have got the Jim Lee, but as I was checking out, it said it was sold out. So yeah, I kind of missed out on that. But I love me some Jim Lee, man. Jim Lee's awesome. His art is fantastic. I've always been a Jim Lee fan. I met him in person before in Orlando. It's probably 12 years ago. It was a while back. He couldn't be nicer. I mean, he was just an awesome guy. Took the time with everybody. He signed a couple of books for me, and Yeah, it was a great experience. I've always liked his artwork. I love that he's done like live sketches on Twitch. He used to do that for a while. He's just he's one of the old guard. Him, McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Frank Miller. I mean, he's just one of those guys that's been in comics forever. Um, great, great illustrator, fantastic style of art. I love the way he draws. Number 5, we got a Quintana book, of course. We Don't Kill Spiders, number 1. This was limited to 700 copies. Yeah, I mean, Quintana is a great artist. I was singing his praises years ago when nobody really cared about him until he all of a sudden did some absolute Batman covers, and then boom, took off, right? Now he's probably one of the most popular, if not the wealthiest. He's easily got to be the wealthiest comic book cover artist there is right now. He just sold his Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman cover that he did, and it had to be north of $100,000. I think he sold a couple of them over $100,000, the original art. So he's just making money hand over fist. It's well deserved. I think he's a great artist. His style is very unique. He uses oil paints, by the way, which is not easy. That's very time consuming. I don't know how he can pump out the art so fast doing oil paintings, but God bless him. I mean, he's a beast. He's definitely a beast. That book is tracking around $85 to $100. Had a high sale of 200, so that's a good one to look out for. Number 4 is Stewart Fails to Save the Universe, number 1. This is a Jim Lee cover. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. HBO Max promo, so I guess this is coming to HBO at some point. Yeah, I watch HBO a lot, so yeah, I'll be on the lookout for this. It says it's coming out July 23rd. That means it's already out, right? Or is the show out yet? I don't know too much about that, but I'll have to take a look. I'll have to, when I'm breezing through my HBO again, I'll have to take a look and see if that one's out on HBO yet. All right, next one here is, yeah, that was the book I was trying to buy today at 5 p.m. It says it's a $180 book. Yeah, man. It was in my cart, and somebody else got it before me. But that would have been a good one to pick up for $50. It's selling for way over that now. There was a high sale at $285. I feel like this book will probably drop down around $100 to $125. So if you're patient, give it a couple more weeks. We're fresh off of San Diego Comic-Con. If you wait a couple weeks from now, the FOMO dies off. People that bought several copies might want to sell one. Just give it some time. I think the price will drop on that one. So I'm not saying it will, but my feeling is if you really want this cover, I think you're going to be able to grab it for about $100, $100 to $125. But it probably won't be for a few more weeks. So be patient on that one. I think if you're patient, you'll get a deal if you're looking for that book. But it's a beautiful cover by Jim Lee. Number 2 on the list is Ghost Machine. This was the ash can at the San Diego Comic-Con Prism foil. It's pretty cool. I like that Prism foil look. That's definitely got some 90s vibe to it. $260 book. Man, that's not cheap. High sale at $300. Only 6 copies have been sold, so it's pretty low print run. Yeah, if you're into the Ghost Machine, this is Jeff Johns, creator-owned company through Image. Produces comic book properties like Geiger, Red Coke, Rockefellers, Rook. They've created this own little universe within the Image title. And this is the Prism Foil Ash Can. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's cool enough for me to spend $260, but it's a nice book. Congratulations to people that picked that up at the con. And then number one, of course, is Ghost Rider #1. This is the direct edition, volume 2. Definitely a little bit more affordable of a book. You can buy this raw between $25 and $30. 9/8 will only be around $300 right now. Again, Ryan Gosling will be the Ghost Rider in an upcoming. I think it's going to be a series. I don't know if it's a movie or. It sounds like it might be a TV show. I'm not too sure. But he's going to be in a Star Wars film coming up. What Star Wars Starfighter? He's a popular actor. By the way, I did watch that movie that he was last in, which is the Project Hail Mary. It was a pretty good movie, and hats off to him. He's in the movie like 98% of the time. It's pretty crazy. It'd be tough to, it's kind of like Castaway with Tom Hanks. He's in the, every shot. He's in every single shot practically. So that's a lot of work. And he did a great job. It was a very entertaining movie. I loved it. Highly recommend it. I think I rented it on Amazon Prime. But yeah, Gosling, I think it will only be good for the Ghost Rider character. I'm sure he'll do a good job representing that character. So there you go, guys. There's your top 20 list from Cover Price. It's a good list. I like a lot of those books that are on the list. Nothing bad to say about those books. There might be one more article to look at here from Cover Price. Let me take a look here. New comic day, July 29th. These are just books that are coming out. Yeah, that Horror of Godzilla, I definitely pre-ordered that one. That one looks cool. I like Godzilla, man. Godzilla's awesome. Can't wait for the next Godzilla movie. The Mortal Thor 13, another Alex Ross cover, looks nice. Predator versus the Planet of the Apes. I like Predator books, man. I do. I love them. I collected that Predator versus Wolverine series. I thought that was really good. I just got a book in the mail today. I posted it on my Instagram. It's a Delato cover. Predator versus the Marvel Universe. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm a sucker for a Delato cover to begin with. This is the 1:100 incentive ratio. Believe it or not, you can get this on eBay. I think I've seen listings for like $60 to $70 on these. So I think I paid $80 with my discount through Third Eye. You can get it cheaper than I bought this for. And usually I do pretty well on incentives because I get such a big discount on them. But yeah, you can get this for like, I think $60 or $70 on eBay. I don't know if it's in high grade or not. This one's in perfect condition, so this would definitely be a 9/8 rated candidate if I was going to get it graded. Love me some Predator. But by the way, this is another book I just got in the mail the other day. I posted this on Instagram as well. This is, I don't know if you guys have seen this one, Absolute Batman. This is issue 3. This is a Megacon foil by Lee Garbett. I just love this cover, man. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Jock cover because it kind of has those vibes from Jock. But yeah, I love a red cover, man. This is so good. Again, not an easy book to find. eBay, I think this normally runs between $125 to $150. I think I got this for like $75, so pretty good deal. And yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a nice red foil. Just a beautiful cover. This is going to look good. I'm going to have a separate wall in my comic book room of just Absolute Batman books. So this will probably be on the wall. Again, early issue 3. Definitely an awesome book to have. in the collection. It's a little obscure. A lot of people don't know about that one. This is another one that I got from San Diego Comic Con. I think I got it through Comic Tom, good old Comic Tommy. And he had a good deal on this one. I think it was only like $25 with shipping and everything. This is Absolute Batman 22, Origin of Harley Quinn, and this is the Joe Benitez. I'm going to say it's black and white with color. Black and white, color touch, whatever it is. Not color touch, but spot touch, spot color. I don't know. But I like it because I like the black and white in the background. It's much better than the regular cover. Then these were limited. I think they were limited to like 500 copies. Nothing super crazy low, but only like 20 or $25. So it's a pretty cheap deal. All right, let me get back to that list. I got sidetracked there a little bit. So again, Predator taking on the Planet of the Apes. I would imagine that would be, unless they gang up on him, that should be pretty easy for the Predator to do. He's got a lot of technology they don't have. I'm sorry, let me go through the list here. Savage Dragon, yeah, we already talked about that one. Queen in Black #1. A lot of covers on that one. Stegman. You can't go wrong picking up the Stegman cover. I think that's the one to go for. Queen in Black, Defenders of Light and Dark, issue #1. It's the Marquez cover. There's a nice Peach cover too that Peach did that I thought was pretty cool. Essentia 35, we talked about that one already. That 1 in 25, that's a hot book right now. Batman Superman, World's Finest, nice Raza cover. Little Norman Rockwell feel to that cover there. Conan the Barbarian 33, there's the Panosian cover. Titan Comics. Dead by Daylight, the Hillbilly, issue 4, there's the Flops cover. Flops is pretty popular. Doctor Strange, there's a Peach cover. That's the regular A cover, I believe. It's a good cover, I like it. I like Peach covers. Feral, issue 25, there is your Beneath the Trees homage cover. That title was really hot. Remember what it came out, a year and a half ago? That was a super hot title. In fact, issue #1, the 1 in 50, is a super rare book. Let me see if I can even find it. It's been a while since I've seen one on eBay for sale. Yeah, like issue 2, 1 in 50, somebody has a 9/8 signed copy for $450. Issue #1 is super hard to find though. I rarely ever see it for sale. Man, when's the last time one sold? Last sale, yeah, here we go. Last time this sold, a 9/8 signed by Patrick Horvath sold for $900 back on the 25th of July. Wow. Crazy. Probably should show you what I'm looking at here, guys. Hold on a second. Let me show my eBay. Yeah, there you go. You can see right there. There's the last sale, $900. I have a 9/8 graded copy of that book, not signed. It's not a signature series, but just a regular 9/8. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that puppy. It's a super rare book. I think that book, way down the road, could be thousands, just because people might still be interested in the title. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hold on to it though. All right, let me switch back to the other screen here. 1 second. Getting better at this screen sharing thing. There we go. All right. Ghost Pepper #13. That is the Cedric Polat. I like his art. He's done some really, really good covers over the last few years. There's the other one we just talked about, the homage cover there, Greatest American Hero. Another homage cover, The Horror of Godzilla, the old Halloween horror movie homage cover. It's nice. All right. J. Scott Campbell. 1 in 500, man. How many people are picking that book up? Queen in Black. Let's see if there's any on eBay. One in 500. Yeah. Last sale was July 29th. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. 190 bucks. That seems cheap for a 1 in 500, doesn't it? Jeez Louise. The 1 in 50 sold for $7 the other day on the 29th. Holy crap, that's so cheap. $7 plus shipping is $14 shipped. That's crazy. Man, why are you giving? I don't understand why somebody would do that. Why would you sell a book that cheap? It's a 1 in 50 and you're selling it for $14? That just seems stupid. That seems really stupid. There was one that sold today, Queen in Black, the Ji Hung Lee 1 in 200. Someone bought it for $30. Oh my God. Something's wrong with that. I don't know what that's about. There's the Scotty Young cover. There's the Gleason. We talked about that earlier. I do like that Gleason cover. That might be the only one I would really be interested in picking up. Would be the Patrick Gleason. San Diego Comic Con. Let's see if that one's on eBay. Yeah. There was a sale 2 days ago for $26 of that book. It's got to be going for more now. And there's one on eBay for $35 plus shipping, so it's like a $40 book. Yeah, they've got different blind bag variants too, by the way. Looks like there's a red and purple. You could buy the purple and red set for $70. That's not too bad. I see another one here for $60. Interesting. So these are polybagged, and these came in blind bags, apparently. All right. Something to look at. I think eBay's your best bet there at this point. Maybe wait a little bit and see if the price comes down. There's the peach cover, 1 in 50. I've seen that as cheap as $30. Yeah, the peach cover's nice. I mean, I do like that one. Again, I think there's a lot of orders on this issue. So that's why the ratios are selling for way, way under ratio pricing. It's just because there's just so many. Because of the especially because of the blind bags too. When there's a blind bag associated with a particular issue, it increases the print run. There's just more and more exclusives out there. And it just lowers the price overall of most of the books. There's like 2 different peach covers. One's a blind bag cover, and the other one is a ratio cover. But yeah, that ratio cover, I don't really see too many on eBay here. The 1 in 50. It might be one that might be a good one to track down at your local comic book shop. Good to see you, my friend. Great Legend show. Good. Thanks for chiming in on the chat. Yeah, so we're just kind of reviewing some of these books that are being highlighted here by Cover Price that just came out that you may want to take a look at, maybe find at your local comic book shop. Here's another one here, Red Roses High #1. This is a small independent publisher, Kid Heroes Productions. This is the Virgin Patrick Ballesteros cover. Kind of good. I like it. Rocket Raccoon. There's the Mike Mignola cover. Yeah, that one's good. I like that one. Good old Mike Mignola. This is the Superman 2026 Annual Year 1000, #1. This is the Mario Fuselli. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And a lot of detail on that cover, isn't it? Man, wow. Kind of like it. Very detailed. There's that Tomorrow Girl #20. We talked about that earlier. I kind of dig this cover. Ultimate Impact Reborn #3. This is the 1 in 50 cover there by Mark. I'm going to say it's Chiarello. I like the Lightning and Iron Man and Miles Morales on the cover. It's kind of a cool cover. I like it. 1 in 50. Maybe you can get a deal on that one. I think that's it. There's some later printings. Daredevil, yeah, I think those have been popular lately. Yeah, we kind of covered some of this. Greatest American Hero. All right. Cover price. Yeah, love me some cover price. There's Jichiki Comic. Good to see you. The Canadian, from the Canadian North. Yeah. So how many exclusives were there? I think there were well over 100, right? I think way over 100 exclusives. Yeah, it was a little crazy. I bought a few. I mean, I bought a couple through the Whatnot shows. I think Comic Tom's show, I bought a couple. Sold almost all of them already though, so for more than I paid. So I did okay on those. I also bought a few of them through Davis Writer. I still don't have those in hand yet. Hopefully I get them by this weekend. I don't know what the delay in shipping was. I got Comic Tom's like right away. Like literally on like Monday I got his books. So hats off to Comic Tom. He's great at expediting. He got those books out to me very, very quickly. I mean, even this book, I bought this on his Whatnot show, I think on Sunday or Monday night. I got it like the next day. I mean, within 1 or 2 days. It was very quick. So he did a great job at expediting. Davis Writer so far, a little slow. Sorry, Davis. You're a little slow in getting your books out. Maybe Comic Tom has more people working for him. I think he does. I think he's got 3 or 4 people that do all his shipping for him and stuff. So he got those books out real quick. One of the things I got it on the wall. Let me grab it. I got this in the mail just the other day. Again, this was on one of the Whatnot shows, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This was the foil version of Absolute Batman #22. Yeah, #22. This is the Seth Mann. This one's signed, by the way. I got this one signed, so it came with a COA. The COA and the signature was only extra $10. It was such a great deal. So I got the first round. I got this signed with the COA for $10 more. It was no brainer. And then they did a second drop, and I ended up getting a second copy on the second drop, but I couldn't get it signed in the COA. That sold out too fast because they were only doing like 100 of those. So if you ended up getting a signed copy, there was only 100 of these that they were doing at a time. So a little bit more limited. But again, I'm a big fan of Seth Mann. You know, he's awesome. My favorite Absolute Batman cover, and I have I have a lot of the Quintana covers. This is my favorite, and that is the number 19 Scarecrow cover. I mean, this is an iconic cover. We'll be talking about this cover 50 years from now. I can guarantee you that. That's how good it is. It's just, it burns into your brain, the image. I just love it. And I know there's like a black and white silver one. The color one's the best, I think. My opinion. Just my opinion. This is the best cover of all the absolute Batman covers that since day one. This is the best one, in my opinion. And I know that's just an opinion, but yeah. And paid good money for that one. I did not get that cheaply, like most people did that were following the Mann brothers. I did not know about that book until way after. So I paid a pretty hefty price for it, but it's a book I will keep in my collection. I don't plan on ever reselling it, so who cares? Who cares? As long as you're happy with it. That's the thing about comic books too. Obviously we'd like to get the best deal we can on them, but sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. And if you love a book, it's definitely limited. Buy it. If you're happy with the price, there's always somebody that could say they got a better deal than you. That's the way it goes. That's life. But yeah, too many exclusives, man. I don't know, hundreds. I mean, you could easily do a whole show just talking about all the different exclusives that came out. It's very hard to keep track of. So, yeah, certain artists that I follow, I definitely try to pick up some of their books. There's a couple Simmons. The Davis Writer had a couple Simmons covers that looked really good. I'm getting those hopefully next few days. There's also a Spawn cover that I thought looked awesome. Let's see if I can. Yeah, what was that Spawn one? Spawn sketchbook, yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. So there was this one, which is the Jonathan, is it Uribe? I don't know, Urib. Limited to 250. I got one of those, pretty cheap. I think I got it for like $20, which is nice. And then I lucked out. I also got the green one, which was a lot harder to get. There's only 50 of those. This book should be way more than $160. I mean, I don't plan on selling it because I love that green cover, but that should be like a $300-400 book. There's only 50 copies. What the hell? And it's an official Spawn book. McFarlane approved it. It's not like some of these variants that aren't really approved. But I love that green cover, that green Spawn cover. And 160, that seems cheap. Here's another one. I didn't get this one, the Gunslinger cover. That looks awesome too. But yeah, the Spawn one, that's going to stay in the collection. There was a black and white, which I don't really, the black and white looks okay. I just think the green looks really good. And 50 copies, limited to 50, that's pretty awesome. Not too many of those floating around. But yeah, those were really good. Wish I thought of, but yeah, collect what you like and love, not what others like. That we all get influenced by other people, right? I mean, sometimes there'll be a book that I don't even think the cover's that great, but sometimes I'll buy it because I think, well, a lot of other people will like this book. And I've done that before with like some J. Scott Campbell covers that, yeah, I bought them. They did well. They went up in value a lot. But I don't care for J. Scott Campbell's artwork. So there's certain artists that I've bought their books, even though I'm not a huge fan of their art, because I knew that I could probably resell it because I know there's other people that like that art. So, yeah. But again, if you're buying for yourself and you're not looking to just flip something, buy what you love, buy what you like to collect, the artists that you really like, and you're always going to win. You're going to do well. But if you're going to buy something to flip it and resell it, just realize, you want to buy something that people are obviously that's a popular type of artist. So right now, I mean, Dan Quintana is probably the hottest. Yeah, I'd say he's the hottest artist right now in comic book land. I think Ito is really good. I mean, Ito, he's got some Marvel covers coming out that are going to be pretty sweet. Yeah, I love that Midnight X-Men. I did pre-order that one. That looks awesome. Gambit there. Let's see here. Oh, I've got that Batman, that Absolute Batman #5. That's the Ito Arabic foil version. That's a pretty good price on eBay, $55. I mean, that's about what it costs. I mean, the guy's, I don't think he's making any money. He's probably breaking even on it at that price, I would think. Yeah, there's that Exquisite Corpses Fox Mask Killer #1. There's the one in 25 by Ito. That one's really good. I got that one right there. The #9 Exquisite Corpses. That's the Virgin by Ito. But yeah, I like his watercolor style. Is awesome. By the way, that Boom Studios book right there, #49. You had to like apply to purchase it. I think I clicked on something and then they sent me an email that I had to confirm the email, and then eventually, there, Boom Studios is like, yeah, we'll let you buy it. So, like the next day, I was able to buy. I don't have it in hand yet, but I am getting it. It's confirmed. But it was an interesting way to do it, because there's only 300 of these, and I guess they randomly selected people from an email list. I guess that's how they did it. I'm not too sure, but I was one of the lucky 300 people. But yeah, there were some blind bags over the San Diego Comic-Con that I think the Something is it Something is Killing the Children blind bags? No. One of the blind bags had Ito covers in them, and yeah, they're going for big money now. Pretty good money. That one's still good right there. The Storm Shadow one, yeah, that's $300 book. I have that in my collection. I didn't pay anywhere near $300 for it, so. Again, I'm a fan of Ito. I've tried to have him on the show. I'd love to get him on my live stream one of these days. Maybe he'll commit one of these days. I don't know. Probably not, though. He's becoming more and more popular now. He's gonna have less and less time. But this guy can pump out work, man. He's fast. I mean, he's doing a ton of covers. There's that new Marvel cover for Venom 261. I already pre-ordered a couple copies. You can kind of see it. Mary Jane is in like this test tube thing with the Venom symbiote, obviously. I just think that cover looks awesome. And it's not an incentive cover either. It's open order, so you don't have to track down an expensive copy or anything like that, which I thought was good. Yeah, there you go. See, it's just a open order $4 cover plus cover. Yeah, Ito's really good. I like Ito's artwork. I like D. Tomasi a lot too. Spelling it right? Yeah. Tommaso. De Tommaso. I mean, his art is solid. You can see there's the Scarecrow cover right there. I mean, I like his style too. That Batman cover, I definitely grabbed that one. And he's all over the place. He does work for Marvel. He does work for DC, Independence. He's all over the place. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and see like what's his early work. What are some of his earlier covers? I like his art, man. It's so good. Fabrizio De Tomaso. Sounds extremely Italian. He might be living in Italy. He might be like Delato, right? Delato lives in Italy. Hardly doesn't really speak any English. Speaks Italian. Maybe this guy's the same way. Those Italian guys, man, they can freaking draw. They can draw, they can paint, they can do everything. Oh, there's that Punisher cover. Yeah, I got that one just because of the cover. I love that cover. De Tomaso, I'm telling you, he's good. He's one of these guys that he's been around for a while, and people are just starting to catch on to, oh yeah, this guy's pretty damn good. I think you're going to see him get even bigger. So just wait. Feels like every week there's a blind bag being released from both big publishers and indies. These blind bags have lost their luster. Yeah, there's a lot of them. What the Turtle one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 300. That was tons of blind bags on those. I did buy a bundle of blind bags for Something Is Killing the Children number 50. There's a couple cool covers that could be in those blind bags that I think would be awesome to get. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open them live on the show. So I'm gonna got 10 of them I think coming. And I'm gonna probably open 5 of them live on the show. I think the other 5 I'm probably gonna keep. Maybe keep them sealed. I still have my blind bags sealed, by the way. For Batman number 1, I still have those sealed. Which, who knows? Way down the road, yeah, Blind as a Bat Polybag Special Edition. Right, I still have 3 of these that have not been opened. So I don't know. You never know. Down the road, I think they're still going for $15 to $20 per blind bag. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I paid like cover price. So, yeah. So what else is going on, guys? Anything else we can talk about? I was on somebody's live stream last week, by the way. I think I was on Jigs' live stream, and I had a little too much to drink. Kind of regret that. I had a little too much bourbon. I think we were all drinking. A couple of us were drinking bourbon for sure. And I had a little too much, so it was a little out of control near the end. Especially since I don't remember a lot of it. That's how much I was drinking, believe it or not, near the end. I don't really have a lot of memory recall on the last probably 5 to 10 minutes of that stream. I don't really remember what I was talking about. I went back and watched it, and I was like, oh my God. I almost was going to delete the show. I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. But there was a lot of people that thought it was funny and liked it. I don't know. I guess I'm going to keep it up. I mean, you get to see everything, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Sometimes it's good to leave stuff up that you're not exactly proud of because it kind of humanizes you a little bit. People realize, he's just a jackass like I am, right? That's pretty much what happened. It's just a little too much to drink and acted a little silly, and my wife had to come in and yank the plug on me. I was keeping my daughter up too late, so yeah, it's all right. Once in a while, you got to kind of blow off some steam and do that kind of thing. I probably won't do that for quite some time now, but I would like to jump on other people's streams occasionally. So you never know. You might see me pop up in somebody else's live stream. at some point in the next week or two. It's possible it could happen. I like to make appearances occasionally. By the way, I talked to Jim's Comics the other day. Um, Maybe I can corral him into coming on the show eventually. I mean, him and I communicate quite a bit, and he's like me. He likes to collect the same kind of things I collect. Um, he just hasn't. He's not been real involved with his show. You know, he had his YouTube show for a long time. He hasn't really done that in a while. He used to post on Instagram quite a bit. He doesn't do a lot of that much anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I can bring him back into the comic book world again. We'll see. I know he's been busy with other things going on in his life, but yeah, we kind of miss him. I think he's an important voice in the comic book community. So I'm going to see if I can get him to come on the show. Maybe do a joint show with me occasionally just to talk about comics and, you know, hey, I love this comic book. Let's talk about this comic book from, you know, the 1970s, that kind of thing. I don't think it'll be talking too much about new stuff, but maybe some of the old stuff that we both like. I would like to get him on the show again. So he's been on my show before. In fact, his only appearance ever where you see his face is on my show, my live stream. This is years ago. I had him on the show with Nick Garino. Remember Nick Garino, the guy that owns Key Collector Comics? I had him and Jim's Comics on my show. And I tell you, I didn't like Nick Garino very much. He was kind of, I don't know, he was a little snarky. I don't know. But a lot of people say that about him anyways. But maybe that's just a shtick. Who knows? Who knows what the real person's like anyways. And Jim's Comics likes to give him a hard time too. So I kind of like that he does that. That's kind of what I had for you guys. I wanted to cover the Cover Price top 20 list. I wanted to show off some books. GTK Comics says it was his favorite. Oh my God. Yeah, it was comical, man. It was a little too much. A little too much. I'm going to try to pipe it down, try to settle it down a little bit. I definitely don't want to drink that much again. That was a little. I had a hangover the next day too, by the way, guys. So I paid for all that drinking. It definitely hit me hard the next morning. So yeah, I don't really like to drink that much anymore. I mean, I'll occasionally have a drink here and there on the weekends, socially, but I don't drink near as much alcohol as I used to. I don't know. As I'm getting older, I'm just trying to be smarter about things, I guess. Wasn't too smart that night, but at least I did it for your entertainment, so you're welcome, everyone. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. I've been on over an hour. I'm going to grab some dinner and hang out with the family. Hope everyone is having a great week, and I'll see you guys soon.